I'm just taking a minute to try and compose myself a little bit here. I must warn you that today's live stream this morning is going to come with a... Just going to move this microphone a bit so you don't hear me sniffing too much. It's going to come with a advisory for tears, sadness, grief, pain, call it what you will. There's just me and Max here today, and this is basically where it all started. And I just wanted to have a bit of time with Max, just to reflect really on, I suppose, our journey, where we've been and what we've done. It's ironic really that we are sat here in St. John's Church yard, and this is his bench, and someone's written his name in sticks there, which is lovely. It's about 200 metres from where Max used to live, and I can remember this bench because it's the furthest one away from the gate, therefore the longest from Max's house and from my house. To get here, the struggle that I had and the time that it took. And today, well, about 13 years ago, Max helped me get here. He carried me, albeit not physically, but mentally he carried me and he got me here. And today, I've had to carry him. Because time, unfortunately, is running out. And although this little dog saved me, there is nothing that we can do to save him. Time, unfortunately, is caught up. And I need to warn you about that. You've shared our journey, and I want you to be part of this journey because you've been there all this time. Some of you for many, many years, and some of you we class as very good friends. But the time has come. It is coming. We know this. Beyond the trees, that conifer there, is cat bells. Obviously 13 years ago that tree probably wasn't as big, and we sat here with Max, who still looks towards cat bells, and I made a promise that I would go up cat bells with him, and we did many times, and we've done it hundreds of times, and we've sat on the top of cat bells and we've laughed, we've joked, we've had fun, we've jumped around, we've had picnics, we've watched sunsets together. But I know that will never happen again because time is caught up. And I want to warn you about this because I don't want it to come as a shock. I've sat up with Max every night this week. He's been in the van with me, and that's by choice. It's not that I'm being selfish and want to keep him to myself. It's because we all want to remember Max in different ways. And we want to remember him as the happy, waggy-tailed, soulful-eyed boy that he is. And how much we love him. And we are going to intervene. And I must warn you that's going to come sooner rather than later. I know my boy's tired. I know he is. And I will not see him struggle nor suffer. And I want him to go with dignity. And yet, he still wants to comfort me. And it's really, really hard. And I know I'm not the only one that's going through this. There's people messaging me about their dogs and things. But please, if you are going through this, remember Don't put them through so much just to make you feel better for a week. The advice I've been given is better a day too early than a day too late. No one ever regretted ending something a day early, but you will regret a day too late. And it's tough. And it will be tough. And the tail is still wagging. What a beautiful boy. What an amazing life. I want to tell you a few things about Saturday on our walk. And this is what we carry in our hearts and in our heads. And it's gratitude towards a dog. Because during our walk, people were coming up to me and telling me what Max had done for them. At the end of the walk, people were coming up to me and giving me hugs. Huge, big hugs, full of warmth and love, which is what, let's be honest, we've all missed over COVID. And at the risk of getting COVID, I think it's worth it when someone gives you a hug and whispers in your ear, "You saved my life." Imagine that. Imagine saving somebody's life and how that makes you feel. And that wasn't just one person. It wasn't two. It was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people told me that day that we'd saved their lives. And it's all through the power of a dog. We can't save Max's life, but we'll remember him for what he has done, for his legacy, which will continue to grow, for his statue. Every sunrise, every sunset, when you see orange and you're feeling dark and low and on your own, think of this little boy and smile and think about what he did and how he loved life and how he helped so many people. That's all I ask. I would have loved today to be sat watching a sunrise with Max. Instead we had torrential rain, gale force winds, which we've still got the wind. But I've had the privilege of having Max by me every day. He waited for me, I wait for him, and that's the deal. And here we are, sat on a bench where it all began. And it is such an honour to be here. With my boy. It's a celebration of his life. Will we be sad? Yes, we will. But it's a celebration of what this little dog has brought to us. And I know I'm waffling. And people say, "Oh, you're really brave doing this, you know." But do you know what? It really helps. It helps me, it helps Angela. And, you know, we've got Paddy and Harry. And they know something's not right. There is good in this world. And hopefully, Max has shown you that. So if you are in Keswick, come to St John's Church. There it is. It's a beautiful church. Angela's mum and father are in the memorial garden. Got Angela's auntie, her grandma's, lots of relatives here. But come and sit in the end bench and just look out towards the fells, just as Max does, even now. And remember a little dog with the biggest heart. That's all I ask you to do. And use your time wisely. Just as hopefully we did, Max. Eh?
Morning.
Morning. Good lad. Sorry about that. Get inspired. Get outside. I think the one thing that Max has inspired so many people to do is talk. Tell your story. He's good at that. Dogs are the best therapy you'll ever get. And that's why we've got to look after them. And I know that Paddy and Harry will look after us. We're in good hands. It's a wonder Max has got any ears left, because I've just sat and rubbed them all night. He's probably fed up with it, to be honest. We have to go now. We're going to take Max for a little walk with his brothers. We're going to sit and we're going to tell him, although I think he knows, how much he's loved. And spend some quality time with this boy. Because he gave time to me. It's true what they say, you know, talking saves lives. I thoroughly recommend it, because the other option's not very good. We'll tell you one day soon, we'll tell you what Max has done. We'll tell you some of the stories, not in detail, with no names, about just how far this little dog's paws have reached across the world. The letters that we get, the cards that we get, the messages that we get of how he's helped people. Take care, everybody. I know, Moo. I know. Bye for now.